beautiful Saturday morning. And two coaches who have their team playing great basketball right now. Buzz Williams' squad is on a winning streak of 4 in a row. And John Calipari's team, the Hall of Famer, has turned it around. And this is a massive matchup today. They've already South Varsity's horns off, ready for tip. Tom Hart alongside Dane Bradshaw. This Texas A&M team, unconventional on, and Nellie Davis playing like the #1 transfer in the country. That was the anticipation. Ivisic wins the tip, and here come the Hogs, 15-9, winners of 3 of 4, and a clock issue. Great officiating crew today, led by Don Daly, Jeb Hartness, and Garrick Shannon. Rounded out. Hogs score 77 points a game. They've been great in transition this season, but they've been really good when number 44 gets a touch. Here's Nellie Davis with the floater. And the follow tip from Adu Thero, and he gets fouled. He's made a jump this season since he transferred from Kentucky. 6'8", 220 junior knocks the second one down. We mentioned A&M unconventional on the offensive side. The hard work pays off. The #1 offensive rebounding rate in the country in a turnover. They don't do that very often. Carter Knox, long step through, and the finish with the left. On the bench for the Hogs. Here's a double.
Go with the Deion Sanders. If you look good, you feel good. It's a nice looking sport coat for Coach Cal.
Ivisic held on the rebound, or was he doing the holding? I was waiting for the explanation. Go to the replay monitor and look at this. It might be looking at a hook and hold. And there was a little grip from Frel.
Challenge accepted by Coach Cal's team of keeping A&M off the glass.
This year with 4 blocks, and it's not just the last 2 games. You go back the last 7 games. Oddly enough, it's an Arkansas team that has performed better as rotation has shrunk. They haven't been healthy all season. Here's Davis. He missed a couple of games early on, and he splashes down from deep. Taylor, nobody stops him. And Garcia comes crashing down the lane. Another opportunity for the Aggies. They have won 5 games this year when outshot by their opponents. It doesn't make much sense, but part of the big equation is felt.
Take away that baseline pass, I think gave them a little bit of confidence.
Knox with baseline, had it stolen away by Taylor. Back-to-back takeaways by Taylor. Step back 3. Zurich Phelps, back-to-back buckets for A&M.
And what we talked about to start the game, Arkansas must go in there with a strategy, not just a hope.
And after a quick discussion, the officials overturn that out-of-bounds call, give it back to A&M. Hogs led 8-0, and here come the Aggies. Phelps gives it back out to Wade Taylor. Got a step on Richmond, rejected. Another block shot for the Hogs. Wagner feeds Thero. Whoa! He went for the monster flush and sent that thing 30 feet in the air off the back of the rim. John Calipari's uncertain how that couldn't have been a foul. Looking up Thero's numbers before the game, he's 93% of the season at dunks. There's a nice finish by Pharrell Payne. His second. Aggies playing some inspired defense. Hayden Hefner on the floor for the first time for Texas A&M. Number 2 in gray. Here's pull-up. Good by Carter Knox. He's got 4 of the Hogs' 10. Texas A&M leads the country. They pull down 40% of their misses. Ball fake, got Ivisic in the air, and we get a whistle. Maybe a half beat. Is dead last in the SEC as a team, 67%. So you end up with more field goal attempts than their opponents, and they've already done that today. 5 more shots than Arkansas. Game trailing Bernard King with a school record for points by 3. He hadn't gotten a bucket yet. Beautiful pass and a 2-hand jam. Gave it right back to Solomon Washington.
With aggression. On this end, Tom, I mean, Arkansas split that entire possession. I don't think they ever got inside the 3-point line.
Thero, touch pass back to Wagner. Beautiful play.
How good of a play was that? Thero.
This Arkansas coaching staff has really upped its game this season And I think this is just a theory of mine that with the shortened rotation, they realize we're going to have to win some games on the grease board. Blocked by Thero instead of just letting our guys play.
Kept it simple, but it's been really effective. Some of the points they've been able to get and play.
Another one coming for Hefner, 71% from the free throw line. One of the reasons A&M has 4 more field goal attempts than Arkansas. A drive, a couple of ball fakes, and a step through. That is a hard-working bucket for Anderson Garcia. Largest lead of the game for A&M.
We've got to get Big Z out and make him move his feet. That's 3 drives they've had success with. 6 points in this game. 4 by Payne, 2 by Garcia, getting the big man out.
And they've really clogged up the middle on that ball screen. Ivisic over Hefner. And that'll put the big man at the free throw line. Career high 2 games ago, another 25-point game. Last time talking to him after shoot around last night. Nobody, and I mean nobody likes it, including my own mom.
He is such a, just their confidence be shot, worrying about themselves. All he did was come to practice every day and wait for his opportunity.
And he gets whistled for the foul, going for the block shot. Now Pharrell Payne. Pardon me, they got Jonell Davis. That's his. In and out. And rebounded by Richmond. It's a big one at the Moody Center today. Texas needs to find some wins. Here's Wagner. Jonas Aidoo skips it all the way into the corner. And a pull-up.
Everything up on that weak side. Great pass by Aidoo.
Knox with the rebound. Push ahead to Richmond. Good ball movement. Thero drives into Wilcher. And it's a blocking foul.
From 3, and they've got the lead, of course. I mean, that's A&M basketball.
Thero giving Arkansas 16 and 6, and he knocks them both down. Right? Yeah, I think so. Ignored that they're Adidas uniforms for the moment. Thero left it short. Taylor. C.J. Wilcher, 3-point specialist. Never been on. Richmond using an Aidoo screen. Nice feed to the big fella.
That was a great feed by Richmond. He saw the defender.
2 in the last 2 minutes.
Well, they've left at least 6 points on the board just by not being able to finish.
Phelps finger roll, and he's going to the free throw line. Ball really well from deep, and then the shooting fell off for a period for Phelps.
And in a lot of ways, he's sort of a right-handed Radford. A little bit different skill set, but it's really unique. Rarely do you see basketball make special situation subs, but that's exactly what A&M does with Wilcher.
Aidoo, after the ball fake, got fouled on the push shot. It's his second on Pharrell. Started all 36 for the Volunteers last year.
Some touches down low. He's got a really nice soft touch.
And after taking a shot earlier this game. Phelps finds Taylor. Drives on Wagner. And well, he get the foul, but looks like it's going to be a shooting foul.
On those plays.
Wade Taylor at the free throw line. Taylor is scoreless so far in this one. This is a deep A&M squad. Brazil had it knocked away. Another turnover, number 9 for Arkansas. Credit A&M with 5 steals on the afternoon. Taylor gets a touch back, gets off balance and throws it up. And he'll go back to the free throw line.
And also with this point guard right here.
He can score in bunches, and he did so last. All 3 from the free throw line. It's 19 and 5 and the 8th ranked team in the country. Double on Aidoo, gets it out for Knox and 3. And Carter Knox, his brother, we just saw a couple of.
Oh, we missed. 2 out of 3 isn't that bad.
Here's Taylor, whips it to the corner, and after a hesitation, Knox with the rebound. There's Solomon Washington off the mark. This is a team, as Richmond gets fouled, that shoots with a lot of confidence.
The offensive rebound, that's what makes them such an elite offense
Camden, New Jersey. Release earlier today. They've got Texas A&M as the #6 overall team in their bracketology.
This would be an enormous win for Arkansas, but look at what they're having to do with their lineup. There's Wade Taylor drills an open three, but listen, Arkansas.
Pace, they get 5 a game. Obaseki behind the screen. Shot clock at 2. And it goes for Randy Obaseki. First bucket with a senior from Allen, Texas. So this Arkansas team in the half court having to reinvent itself on the fly with no Big Z on the floor. Thiero for 3, and number 3 knocks it down. Doesn't hit many of those. A head-to-head win against Purdue back in mid-December. Here's Wiltshire, steps into a 3. His second of the game.
That's that special situation substitution. They put him in after a timeout. Dead ball out of bounds play. He rewards his coach.
Shot clock off. 10 on the game clock. Richmond running the point. Yeoman's work for Arkansas this afternoon. Brazil with a touch. Picks up his dribble. Fires from 3. Air ball. Adu got a whistle beforehand, and I think they're going to say it was out of bounds. And they might put another second or 2 on the foul here at the end of the half. Here's Garcia. Turning the heat. Just off. 5-point A&M lead is touched by Obaseki. Wade Taylor finds Coleman on the roll. Off the glass and in. Largest lead of the game for A&M, up
To the 5 and 4 men.
There's Payne with the block a moment ago. Shot clock at 6. Out to Thiero. He's hit 1-3 today. Makes this a mid-range. That is much more in his range than a foul with Ivisic crashing the glass. And they're going to get Obaseki for the undercut.
Play on the defensive end. If he can hold his own on that end, that means they can keep their. That's what hurt them in the last 15 minutes of that first half.
I guess the question is, will A&M go after him? Wade Taylor driving. And they got the foul.
Get some stops.
So Taylor at the free throw line. I was talking with Vince Walden, assistant coach. He's an elite shot blocker, but he can be pushed around, and you can create some space with him. So it's almost like you have to have a very short memory. He may get a handful of blocks in this game, but if you stick with it, especially with the offensive rebounding potential, you can take advantage. Here's Davis.
Absolutely. I think that there's a net gain there with Big Z on the court. We've seen it on this nice run the past 5 games or so from Arkansas.
Terrell Payne right after him. Chopped it on his head. He got a footer.
Well, if that doesn't exemplify everything we've talked about, I don't know what does. Payne smells blood and says, get your weight up.
Ivisic turnaround jump hook. Good. One of those 2 shots, they were.
You get dunked on like that, you hit the floor. A lot of players don't have the mental toughness to come back from that. Yet Big Z, all he did was hit a 2 and get a big jump ball on the other end.
Thiero crashing the glass earns a foul. Thiero 70% free throw shooter. He's at the rim. His field goal percentage at the rim from last year to this year is up. They're getting the looks they want. It's not converting. What a rundown by Henry Coleman. All 4 have hit. Nelly Davis a touch through the elevator. Thiero skips it with 6 on the shot clock. 3-pointer good from Carter Knox.
You're going to have to make some of those against Texas A&M. This is an Aggie team that is okay with you hoisting a ton of threes. They are 356 in the country, allowing teams to take 48% of their shots from deep. So you're going to get them. Can you knock them down?
It's 356 out of 362. Taylor for 3. And a balloon. The lead balloons back to 5 for A&M. Taylor and Knox, the only 2 in this game in double figures. Oh, he wasn't looking. Thiero is looking at the bench. John Calipari stomping back and the lob jam on the other end.
on defense leading to offense. Just a careless turnover as player and coach are talking, yet point guard was saying, hey, look up, I'm trying to hit you. Miscommunication, and the Aggies are just too good. They are gonna make you pay. Unselfish basketball, throw it up, get the crowd on their feet. Aggies in the corner.
And Richmond goes high to snare that one, saved by Wagner. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Thiero finishes at the rim.
Great drive by Thiero on what many would call stampede drive. Just catch
earlier during conference play. Here's Taylor. They bring Adu out to help. And tip and a steal. Nellie Davis says, I'll take it myself. And Arkansas is right there in this game, trailing only by. Game day was there. The ratings were through the roof.
And that's a game people still talk about to this day as great set play. Again, stealing a possession there and some points off the sideline out of bounds. But that 08 game, Tom, I mean, people continue to talk about that same way the game today for years upon years. I know Bruce Pearl and Ed Oaks challenging their team.
An opportunity here. Do they have enough gas in the tank?
They've got a big, athletic, unique lineup that can almost be a disadvantage for the A&M team to say, who are these guys? I've never seen all of them in the game at the same time. And right now, some timely buckets by Arkansas.
Richmond using the screen, and then he turns it over. Here's Zurich Phelps ahead of the pack. Two-hand jam. Footing. Hogs will be late getting into their offense. Adu finds Richmond cut through. What a move by Billy Richmond III. His dad played at Vandy, and then Memphis. You see that right thumb that underwent surgery, got a brace on it. Garcia kicks it out to Taylor. Wow, Thiero just jumped over Garcia. They're playing leapfrog while Taylor's knocking down triples.
For the second, unable to penetrate it.
Bad entry pass, and Adu couldn't squeeze it.
Good call by Coach Williams to throw Arkansas out of rhythm some offensively.
16 turnovers for the Hogs, most in SEC play. Aggies take advantage on the other side. Anderson, good screen. And now they got a mismatch. He'll switch back if it's a handoff. Garcia guarded by Knox. 10 on the shot clock. Beat him to the rim. Got the foul in the end one. Anderson Garcia, fifth-year senior out of Mocha in the Dominican Republic. This is it. Danger zone for Thiero.
Much better. Stay down.
Meanwhile, a putback from Henry Coleman when Ivisic came over to help. Largest lead of the game for A&M. 9-point advantage with 5 to play. Nobody confuses the computers more than Buzz Williams and his defensive alignments. Everything that looks like a zone, he insists is man. Knox slices through for the bucket.
Great job driving that closeout. As soon as they cleared somebody to the baseline, you saw where Carter followed his man, showing you, hey, this is actually man.
A&M not afraid to use some clock if they can. And drive down and finish Jace Carter's first bucket.
Turn Arkansas over 17 times. If Arkansas can take care of the basketball the last few minutes, they may have a chance to come back and make it close down the stretch.
Thiero playing in foul trouble, finds Adu, and he'll go to the free throw line.
That was the screen at half court that Buzz Williams was so upset about.
Jonas Adu makes one defensive job he's done on Taylor today.
Yeah, done a nice job there. I think this is Arkansas team that just has to have a short memory confidence-wise.
Garcia got it to go off the window. John that. Zurich Phelps fade away. And a rebound tip. Great effort from Anderson Garcia in the corner. And it looks like we may have a foul instead of out of bounds. They have been stymied by this excellent A&M defensive effort.
I think Aggies are going to rank right there at the top. And we saw what they can do, get any sort of rhythm and offensive flow against this Aggie team.
They took 15 more shots than Georgia did. Ivisic for 3, got it. That is his first 3 of the game. It's what Texas A&M wanted to take away was his perimeter play. But it's 7-2. He can shoot right over the top of it. 8-point lead. Taylor got on Wagner's hip. And now Washington pauses it. Into the hands of Wade Taylor IV, second in school history in scoring. Off balance, off the window. 16 for Wade Taylor IV. Buzz is all the way out on the court. A&M is taking a timeout.
Shooting team when they're not, but they play like they are, and that matters when you're down the stretch and you're unafraid of the moment.
Taylor over the last 4 games sitting just a hair under 50% from 3. Wagner. Robbins racing. Here's Ivisic, fadeaway 3. Yep. He is a unicorn. 13 for Zvonimir Ivisic. It's a 7-point game, 1:35 to play.
If they're going to switch Jace Carter on him, I sold him short a couple inches. He's still 6'6", but Ivisic can get it off with that high release.
What's the Aggies' answer? Tip ball ends up in Solomon Washington's hands. Ivisic gets his hands on it, and an Arkansas takeaway. Here's 44. Nelly Davis off the mark. An air ball from the right wing.
And there may have been enough time to make Solomon Washington.
Number 8 in the Associated Press poll.
Yeah, and they've earned it. And I think this Arkansas team has played very hard. This game, I just don't know that they played great. And it takes special if you're going to win on the road in the SEC against a projected 2 seed like the Aggies.
Phelps fouled by Nelly Davis. It's his 3rd. And he is 3 for 3 today. We're in, and losses really don't hurt you, especially on the road in this league, but it can be viewed as a missed opportunity. Some impressive wins in Arkansas's resume. This would have been a big one. Phelps with the rebound. Well, you're going to have SEC teams with losing records in conference. Multiple ones get into the tournament. You better have some quality wins to you. The win at Rupp was a huge one, not just for John Calipari, but the Arkansas resume.
And that's all you want as a coach and a player is more and more opportunities. The last thing you want is to be
off. It's an 8-point lead. Taylor 6 with 1 made field goal.
Tom, this was what, a 48-48 game. That's pretty impressive. And that shows you the poise this Aggies team has. That they don't flinch, they don't panic.
Wagner went for the jam and got fouled with 15 seconds left. The first bucket this half for DJ Wagner. So Wagner for a 3-point play. And rebounded by Zurich Phelps. Arkansas will, well, they're playing it straight up, knocks all over them. They're not going to foul. Texas A&M goes to 20-5, now 9-3 in the league. Big day to be an Aggie. They came out number 6 in the selection committee's top 16, and they get their 20th win of the season for the 4th straight year. 69-61 is the final score. Big day of college basketball on ESPN, including number 1 versus number 2 later. But first, Big 12 action for Dane Bradshaw, our entire crew. I'm Tom Hart. Get you to Tucson with Fran Fraschilla. Here's Dave Pasch.